Y'all know what time it is. This is not my yard. This is my neighbor's yard, so don't judge the yard. We just like to come here. Um, let's wait till we get some people in here, man. Let's wait till we get some people in here. Come on, baby. Stop eating stuff in the yard. Let's go. She likes to come over here because the cats be coming over here, so they be marking their scent on everything. And she likes to smell stuff. Come on. Let's go, you old lady. Come on. Get out of there. You better not be eating nothing. You better not be eating nothing. I hear you coughing. Let's go. Hey, hey, come on. Let's go. Underlay. Underlay, mi amor. We're gonna wait till we get a couple people in here, man. Just, we just out here. We just out here. This is, we're on my street. We're just at a neighbor's house and going for a little Walker Rooney right now with Baylor Rooney. And, yeah, we're just hanging out. So, something I wanted to talk about today. I've been kind of just making streams and talking to you guys, so I feel like it's story time today. So we'll tell a little story. And one thing that was always on my mind when I first signed to prison was my escape plan. You know, I went in and signed a fresh 3. I was in jail for about 2 months, and I signed right away because I was green, and I knew I was screwed because I had a trafficking charge. You ain't getting out of a trafficking charge, you know what I mean? In the state of Florida, you get a trafficking charge, you're done. You're doing your time for it. I don't care who you are. Maybe if you snitch or something. I didn't have money like that, so this is how it goes. This is how it went. My public defender called me up for a chat. He said, "You're going to prison." Straight up. He told me straight up, "You're going to prison." He's like, "The only way I might be able to get you out of this and cut you some slack is if you give me some information." I'm like, "I'll sign to prison tomorrow." And I, no tough guy stuff, but honest to God, that's how it went. I was so irritated, you know, because I don't believe in public defenders. I didn't have lawyer money like that, you know what I mean? And public defenders are working with the system. They're already against you. They're just trying to get a quick check, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that my public defender calls me out to have a one-on-one on the tablet and just goes, "The only way you're not going to prison is giving up some info," you know, I'm heated. You know what I'm saying? I'm heated, I'm disappointed, I'm upset. It's a mixture of emotions. I've never been to prison before, you know, so at this time. And it was like a big F you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, well, I guess I'm signing tomorrow, you know what I mean? And I was being a D word about it. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, when me and the public defender had some words, and I told him, like, some mean stuff, you know what I mean? And I'm not a mean person, but I was just, you know, that's your freedom, bro. And what's up, Angelica? How you doing? But, what was I saying? Yeah. So a big thing, I don't care if you're only doing 1 year, you could be doing 2 years, 3 years. I did 3 on this one. And you're going to be spending a lot of time thinking about an escape plan. And, you know, life is just so miserable in there. You know, you'll eventually figure out your routine and your little thing that you do on your day-to-day. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? But it's messed up. You know what I mean? It's a messed up place in there. I thought about all types of ways on how I could get out. And it would have been easy. It would have been easy. I mean, I worked on an outside work squad. I was medium custody when I went in, but I got dropped to minimum custody like not even 2 months in. So what that means in the state of Florida is that you can go outside the gate because you're like the next step is community to go to work release. So when you're at minimum custody and you're at a work camp, like nobody's escaping. They're letting everybody out the gate. Everybody's outside. Everybody's weed eating, fixing houses. Everyone, they got a shop to fix cars. I worked at a sawmill for a while and cut wood and stacked wood pallets on forklifts. Like they got you driving forklifts and stuff. What's up, Ansley? How you doing? Shout out to Ansley. How you doing today? But we're all riding on the back of a truck. It's one officer, you know what I mean? And we're all riding in the back. It's a whole squad of us every day. You got this squad doing outside maintenance. You got this squad doing the sawmill. You got this squad going to motor pool and fixing all the cars that the officers drive. And you'll think of some interesting ways, like, I thought about just running off with a zero turn and having someone meet up with me and, the zero turn mower, because I rode a mower for a while too on that squad. And I was like, all right, I'm going to just run off with the zero turn mower, go a couple streets, have someone pick me up at this exact spot, and then boom, I'm out of there, Easy as that. And, after I was there for a few months, like the officers are watching you, but they're really not watching you. Hey, what's up, chat? And I don't know anyone that's escaped, to be honest with you. Like, if you escape, you're getting like a mandatory 5 years for that, like added on to your charge. Like if you're doing 3 years, you're gonna get 3 years plus another 5 piece. You know what I'm saying? How we doing, flat guy? A lot of times they'll run your charges concurrent. So like if you have a 3-year charge and a 4-year charge, you'll just do the 4 years. But when it comes to escaping, that's a 5 piece separate. You know what I'm saying? That's added on. And so that was like the only thing that made me not want to escape. Don't get me wrong, in my head every day, I'm still thinking about escaping and leaving and how, and you'll talk about it with people too. Like you'll talk to other inmates, prisoners, and y'all will just be, coming up with the craziest stuff on, oh yeah, we could get out of here by just doing this. So easy, But I want to say it takes a good year. Takes a good year. And you should be good after a few months, but like to not think about like leaving and stuff and just wanting to get the work release and stuff. If you're doing a few years, it takes at least a year. So at least after a year, it's like, all right, 1 year down. You know what I mean? And let's do another year, and then boom, we're in work release for a whole, just stacking money the entire time. I enjoyed work release. I really did. All right, come on, baby. She's trying to pull me in the other neighbor's yard. We can't go in the garage, silly. Come on. Hey, you can't go in the garage. Come on. Let's go. Stop pulling at me. Oh. That's what we're doing. But, I liked work release, man. We got to work a job. I did a program called the Tiny Homes program, so I got a bunch of certificates, forklift license, OSHA 30, but the officer was kind of a douche. He's all like, oh, if you're in the Tiny Homes program, you got to get a job related to the program. So I don't know how becoming a furnace operator has anything to do with that. Nah, she's not eating no cat food. Yeah, how you doing? How was Jacksonville? Yeah, that's where you had to go set up that job, right? I don't want to get her too close to the... No jumping, no jumping.
No, you're good.
No jumping.
He's You got a haircut.
Yeah, I just cut it off. Nothing crazy.
What are you doing, Bella? What are you doing? Okay.
Little
that's
stinky
good.
butt.
You little girl.
And she just had General Tso chicken too.
Did she?
Yeah.
You're taking good care of her.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like seeing her.
Oh yeah.
She's a good. I just don't want her to eat that sugar.
Nah,
sugar
yeah.
craps if she.
Yeah, I don't want her eating the cat food.
All right, man. I gotta go.
Yep.
Go to bed.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Yeah.
I'm about to do the same thing. Hey, come on. She eating treats. She likes to come over here and get treats. Yummy yum. Yummy yum. Good girl. You eating your treat? No, there's cat food over there. Come on. Oh, easy. Easy. You gotta eat it all, baby. She still got half a treat down there. But, what was I saying? Yeah, once you're getting close to work release, you're not thinking about that stuff no more. You just want to do the rest of your time, come home. I had a pretty sweet gig. I had a job. I started out making $17.50. They gave me a raise after 90 days, so I was making $20 an hour, $2.50 raise. And now work release takes 85% of your money. So I only got 15% of 20 an hour at that point, But when you work overtime, it still adds up a little bit. I still got like almost a little under $300 a paycheck. That was every other week. And don't get me wrong, I was working 50 something hours a week, but it still added up. And you do that for a year, you should have, you know what I mean, 369, let's see. You're not going to have 10 grand in a year. Release and start working at 14 months, you should have about 10 grand. You should have about 10 grand. My first few months I was just doing a program, so I wasn't getting paid. And I only had like 6 months left. So I only worked for about 5 months, 4 or 5 months. But I still came out with like 4 grand, And that was big. Now you get it in increments, but as soon as I got out, I bought an SUV. And that was straight, Already on my own. My best friend at the time got an SUV right away. It was straight, You just gotta stay focused. If you go to prison, be on your best behavior, man. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to end up like the way I did, and start getting in fights with gang members and all stupid stuff, because you got pride and ego, something that I couldn't get rid of at the time, and I couldn't swallow. Oh, Miss Kitty, hi. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hold on, chat. Hold on here. Hi. Who's my favorite kitty? Who's my favorite kitty? Bayla, you better get over here right now. You see me petting the cat. Oh my goodness. Oh. How do you say no to this? How do you say no to that? Look how pretty this cat is. I don't know whose cat this is. I guess it's my neighbor's, like right there. Bayla, you better get back in this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi. You are so pretty. I gotta go get my puppy. Bayla. Holy moly. You kidding me? Look at this. She just done ran away and everything. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. You stinky butt. Come here, Miss Kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. No, Bailey, you need to stay right here for a second, baby. Come here. Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness. Let's say hi to the kitty. Be nice. Be nice to it. Be nice. Oh. You're so pretty. Oh, God, you're pretty. Alright, I gotta go take my puppy in, okay? You be a good kitty. Alright, let's get you in the house. Have a good night, Miss Kitty. Yeah. Huge sucker for animals. Animals are just immaculate. They don't know better. They don't know better. You know, they might make you mad, but an animal does not know better, bro. And I just got the biggest heart for animals, bro. Straight up. I know it's off topic, but I don't care what we're talking about, what we're doing. My cat comes up to me, my neighbor's cat comes up to me, whatever it is, I'm stopping and petting the cat. Straight up. Everything is done. I'm petting the cat. Hey, what's up, chat? What's up, Cole? What's up, Crazy? What's up, Soil? How you doing? What's up, Ansley? We about to be back in the Crizzy. Got old Baylor Rooney right here. How y'all doing tonight? Welcome to the chat. We're just talking about prison. We're just talking about prison. The only good thing about prison is when you're in that work release, you know, you got yourself a little flip phone, you can talk to your people. They let you go on, they got flip phones that go on YouTube, and they'll let you have that. And so I was always on the YouTube, working out, earbuds in. They let you order stuff off Amazon, straight. So that's the only good thing about it. Don't miss none of it. Gustavo, Brazil. Yes, sir. We got nothing bad to say about Brazil. We like Brazil, and we like Brazilians, Brazilian women in particular. Yeah. They did that one Fast and Furious movie in Brazil. I forgot which one it was. It was a newer one, I think. Yeah, they did that one movie out there. I don't know too much about Brazil. I don't really know nothing about no Brazil. You ready to go back inside? This dog is up my butt 24/7. Always wanting something. She either wants food, she wants to go out, she wants to run, she wants to something. I've never seen a 12-year-old dog actually like this. I love it though. Alright, let's get back in the house. Da-na-na-na. Yeah, good body stuff.
Three medicines in one night. Trilogy keeps the nasal removed from the full 24 hours and prevents facial flickers. Once daily Trilogy also improves blood function, so you can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trilogy will replace the rest of the man for 7 breathing problems. Tell your doctor that you have condition high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trilogy when prescribed. Trilogy may increase your risk of cholesterol level and osteoporosis. Call your doctor for some breathing, chest pain, pathogen stomach, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Alright, CHAT, my bad, chat. Y'all see what's going on. I'm doing the mission where you gotta kill the gay dude.
What's your job? Job? Everyone's talking about this job guy. Do you know Gay Tony? Runs Hercules, amazing.
Alright, long story short, don't go to prison.